This raised bed is a little bit empty, so I'm going to try to fill it up with leaf mulch. Hi, welcome to Daddy Kerb's garden. So far this season, the only thing I planted in this raised bed are the 2 tomatoes. I have asparagus on one end and some old dying or dead pepper plants and a couple of beet plants on the other end. Most of this bed has been reduced because it never was as full as the other beds, and it also has composted down. So we're going to try to fill it up, but we're going to try to protect the tomatoes at the same time. I have 3 things to put in this bed. One is my own compost that I'm going to pile up around the tomato. The other are 2 bags of leaves and grass and things that I collected from the suburban neighborhoods. The first thing we're going to do is take these cages off. Boy, they're in there good. Then we're going to pinch the lower leaves of the tomato plant off. We're going to try to protect the bottom of the tomato plant from having too much material that's actively composting against the plant. So we're going to take some finished compost and pile it up around the base. Now you know tomato plants will grow roots anywhere the stem is buried, so I'm not worried about hurting the plant at this point. I just barely pat it down to hold that in place. I just pulled the leaf mulch away from the base of this second tomato plant, and you can see right here that there's roots growing out of it. So that just goes to show that wherever the stem is buried, it will try to put out new roots. Now we can pile in that other material around without worrying about it sitting directly next to the tomato plant. Now one of these bags is smaller material and a little more composted. I can smell it. So we're going to put it around these plants first. Now that's already looking kind of full, so I don't need too much more, but I'm going to go ahead and put some of these drier leaves on top as a top layer of leaf mulch. We're going to add these well-used and beaten up tomato cages back onto the tomatoes to help protect them, mostly from the cats. Now we know that adding mulch to garden beds is a good thing. It helps add nutrients, especially when it's something like leaves. It also encourages the soil life to grow and thrive. Thank you for joining me in the Daddy Kerb's garden. It's always a pleasure. I'll talk to you soon.